All right, this is number 1 for lesson 10.1.5. And for this lesson, it's important that you are on Google Classroom and you follow along with the slides because there is an important vocabulary word as long as some formulas that will be helpful to you. All right, so it looks like for this composite solid here, you can see that we have a cone, right? So this is our cone, and then you can see on top of the cone, we have half of a sphere. So those are the two solids that we need to know the formulas of. And you can see I already have those written out. So let's go ahead and start with the cone here. So the cone, our volume is 1/3. Now this capital B, remember, it means area of the base. So the area of the base of a cone, well, you can see here that the base is a circle. And the area for a circle is pi times the radius squared. And they do give us the radius. Now the radius is 10. This is going to be pi times 10 squared. And if we put that into our calculator, let's see, we do want to use the pi button, so we're going to do pi, parenthesis 10 and parenthesis squared. It's if you're using a TI-34 calculator, it's going to give you 100 pi, but if you hit that double arrow, it will round it, and it will be approximately 314.16. So let's go ahead and plug that in for the area of our base here. All right, and then when we go back to our volume formula here, we're looking at the height, so the height of the cone. We can see off to the side here, they give us the height, which is 15 centimeters. Okay, so now we have everything together and we can go ahead and just we're going to plug all of this into our calculator, and that will give us the volume of this cone. All right, so we're going to put in 1/3 parenthesis 314.16 and parenthesis 15 and parenthesis enter, and that gives us 1,000. This is actually going to be exact, so it's 1,570.80. And it is volume, so that means we're going to label it centimeters cubed. All right, so that's the volume for the cone. Now we want to take a look at the sphere. And it's half a sphere, so we want to remember that. But we will deal with that once we get to the end and we find the volume. So let's find the volume of an entire sphere first. So again, it's 4/3 pi times the radius, and the radius you can see the cone in the sphere, or I guess you could say the base of the cone and the sphere, the base of the half sphere, share the same radius, which is 10. So that's what we plug in for this formula. And then we can go ahead and plug it all into our calculator. It's going to be 4/3 pi button parenthesis 10 and parenthesis cubed, and that's going to give us approximately 4,188 and 79 hundredths centimeters cubed. Now keep in mind, this is for a full sphere with a radius of 10 centimeters. So what we want to do is we want to take that and divide by 2. So when we take that answer and we divide by 2, it's going to give us approximately 2,094 and 40 hundredths centimeters cubed. All right, we're still not done yet. So we found the volume for each part. So what we want to do now is add those together. So we're going to take our 1,570 and 80 centimeters. And 80 hundredths centimeters, and add that to our 2,094 and 40 hundredths centimeters. And what is it going to give us? Let me plug it into my calculator. You should be doing the same. All right, that's going to give us 3,665 and 20 hundredths centimeters cubed. So this now is our final answer. All right, if you have any questions, be sure to send me an email or meet with me on office hours. That's all for number 1.